A CNIB guide dog plays an incredibly important part in the life of a visually impaired person. These dogs graduate to fulfill their role with the help of many dedicated volunteers. To tell us more about the CNIB program and how you can help, my guest is Andrea Critch.
And Erin.
And
yes.
Erin. Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
So tell us about the program.
CNIB Guide Dogs has been around since 2017. And so now we are getting into and growing and having our own breeding program, which means we want to be bringing in more volunteers for our puppies. So that means we're looking for volunteers that are going to be taking these puppies at 8 weeks old and doing basic obedience, socialization, how to behave in public, just the early stuff, just grocery stores, public transit, eventually going to restaurants. Overall, just to be a really well-behaved pet dog by the time they leave. And there's different opportunities for volunteering. So the length can be, whether it be a 4-month commitment, a 6-month, or up to a year.
Okay, so tell me about the daily life of a puppy that is being fostered.
Yes.
A CNIB puppy.
So as you can see, Aaron obviously is only 4 months old. He's a 4-month-old black lab puppy wearing a vest. So this is a very big new environment. So as a puppy, we do want them to be a puppy. We want them to play, learn how to play. But a typical day would be they wake up. We always do leash relieving. So they have to always relieve on leash. They're gonna go for a walk, maybe 2, depending on if they can handle it. And then depending on how they're doing, they might do 1 outing, but typically outings into the public are, 2 to 3 times a week. And you want them to have that downtime because otherwise you're gonna have a burnt out dog.
Okay. So they don't go out, you're not expected to take him shopping every day?
Not every day, no. Because that would be a lot of time commitment. Some dogs could handle it. Some dogs do go to work with a person and that's not a problem. But we don't expect these young puppies to be going to work.
A volunteer has the support of the CNIB.
With all of our dogs, they're in different puppy clubs, and you have a puppy development trainer that offers you weekly support for the first month. You do 1 obedience class as well, so that's 5 different times we give you the support in the first month. You're also then gonna get bi-weekly visits up until they're 6 months of age, as well as an obedience class, and you get then just monthly visits after that point. We also cover the cost of food, the vet care, and we offer 2 toys as well.
So toys as well.
Yeah.
You want to keep the puppies having fun.
You do.
As far as the actual volunteer, what kind of training do you give them? Do they have to go through some kind of an orientation prior to getting a puppy?
Yes. So what we do is we have everyone check out our website just to see what role is best for you, but you would fill out an application. After that application, you're going to attend one of our information sessions where you're going to learn a lot more and in depth about the program. And then we're going to do a home assessment, and we're just going to go over, so if you have pets, not a problem, we'll meet your pets. We'll meet all the family members that are going to be involved. And then we do a pre-puppy placement. So that's where we're going to set you up for your puppy's coming, on this date. Here's all the things you need to know to be successful for that first week. So it's not as overwhelming, because when we drop off a puppy, you're not hearing us anymore.
Okay. And the puppy then becomes part of the family, whether it's a single person, a married couple, a family with kids, just regular puppy type activity. But the puppy does get a vest.
Yes.
To identify him or her as being a future guide dog.
Yes.
Now, in terms of the public, when they see a puppy wearing that vest, what are you expecting from people meeting the dog, the puppy?
Yes, so they're very cute. All puppies are cute.
Yeah.
And puppies are drawn to people. So a big part that makes it easier for these guys when they're training is we just say no touch, no talk, no eye contact. Talk to the person first, and that goes for a guide dog as well. It just makes it easier for their training where we don't have to constantly say, leave it, no. So just if we could ignore them, that makes it easier until they're out of vest. So these puppies learn right from day 1 that vest on means hands off. We got to focus. But when they're out of vest, they are a regular puppy. He has found my treat pouch, which is why he keeps going to my right side. But no, they are very much a puppy outside of the vest. They get to run and play and interact like they would a pet dog, just a well-behaved pet dog. So
do the volunteers take them out without the vest? Or if they are going out to socialize or whatever the activity might be, they would wear the vest at that point?
If you're going into a store,
Yeah.
you would have a vest on, but there are times where you might walk down the waterfront. It's beautiful. You don't need a vest on for that. So you can have outings without the vest on.
Okay.
And there are pet-friendly stores as well that let you have them in the store without a vest on.
Okay, so you are looking for volunteers to take a puppy for a predetermined or undetermined length of time up to 12 months.
Yes.
How does somebody apply? How do they get in touch with you?
So if you visit our website, cnibguidedogs.ca, if it's /puppy raising, you'll be able to get more information, fill out that application, and then you'll get prompted and be invited to our information session.
Okay, and you are looking for volunteers, Belleville, Kingston,
Yeah.
Trenton, anywhere they might be.
Belleville, Trenton, we're looking Kingston, you can go Gananoque, Brockville even. We are looking because if we can't bring dogs and puppies into our program, then we can't have guide dogs 2 years down the road.
Okay, and then once the whole program is finished, how does Erin graduate?
Yes, so once they go into formal training, which is in Carleton Place at our Canine campus, you will still get an update on the dog. So you're still gonna know monthly how they're doing in their formal training. You're gonna know when they get matched as a guide dog, and you're gonna know, we're not gonna know exactly where they're going, but you're gonna be able to see their graduation, which we have every April.
Okay.
So you get to see them graduate, which is always wonderful.
Yeah,
Close that chapter.
So that's great. So you, a volunteer, will put a puppy out there in the world to really help someone that needs their assistance.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, and Erin too.
Yeah. Thank you.